and I realized how not worthless but unworthy that I was to have this woman put an umbrella over my head.
Standing in my purpose.
This is class. This is about this conversation.
Doing all purpose.
Yes, sir. Come on, Dale.
Know what you're worth.
All right, breaking point to break through. Now here when we talk about breaking point to break through, that is a powerful moment.
Yes.
When you Psalms 40:2 lets us know that it says he lifted me out of a slimy pit. Out of the mud and mire. God gets in the mud with
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. God get in the mud with you,
He does.
pull you up, put you on a rock. He placed your feet on a rock. He gives you a firm place to stand. And so,
Forever, what was that moment that changed everything? When was it, where was it in your life that you knew that you had to make a change, that things had to turn? When was that?
In a lot of cases, change comes gradually.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Not this one. On a Thursday, I asked my wife to use our car. I said I was going to run out for an hour or two. I left home. It's the only car. My wife has the only job in our house. Friday morning, she's calling me, begging me to come take her to work. Can't get it together. Saturday morning, she's by now knocking on our neighbor's door to get them to take her to work. Can't get it together.
mm-hmm.
Sunday morning, that couple of hours turned into 4 days. When I finally ran out of energy, then ran out of money. Couldn't go any further, car out of gas. I creeped into our yard at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had on the same clothes for 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So by now, I had to tighten my belt up to keep my pants up. And my compulsion has completely taken over to where I'm digging in the car looking for something that we know does not exist.
Yes.
And I'm digging in the car, and I literally, it's hard to explain this because I've never been there before, and pray to God I never go there again.
Mm-hmm.
I could not physically stop.
Yeah. Stop something.
I could not stop.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, I would say, okay, one more time, and then I try to stop, and then the compulsion would take over again until my fingertips were raw.
Jesus.
Wow.
Until the carpet under the seat was literally pulled to the metal.
Wow.
I physically could not stop. So I loosened my belt so I could better stretch down to dig. The belt was hurting my stomach.
My God.
And as fate would have it, I said, okay, I'm going to rest for a minute. And I dozed off to sleep. This is about 2 in the morning. It is pouring down rain. 5 o'clock when my wife wakes up to go to work, she does what she probably did every morning before that. She looks out the window. And she looked out the window and saw her car, and she came out with a robe and an umbrella. She knocked on the window, and I opened the door and stood out of the car, and my pants fell to my feet. And so now here I am standing in front of my wife. It's drenching, raining. She got the umbrella, and as only she would do, I would have folded my umbrella up. She put the umbrella over my head.
Passion.
But my pants were to my knees, and I realized how pitiful I was.
Mm.
David said, "Oh, what a wretched man I am."
Yes.
And I realized how not worthless but unworthy
Jesus.
that I was to have this woman who has been praying and fasting, calling on God for me for 40 years, to put an umbrella over my head, to still cover me. And I went in, finger so raw I could not do this.
Oh my God.
And just think about the dig through the carpet to the metal. It's
The
going
metal,
to tear
yes.
this. It's rougher than this.
Yes.
Feet hurt so bad I could not touch them together. And I went to sleep. I went in. My wife babied me with a vinegar girl on my fingers, trying to get the soreness out. She went to work and I went to sleep. And when I woke up, I woke up physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Jesus.
I have never, ever, not once, used a drug or alcohol or a joint or a pill. I got 20 teeth pulled and only took aspirin. I have not put one illicit substance in my body since that.
Hallelujah.
That was my
Only
record.
God. Only God. Only God. Only God.
Not one. Not one slip up, not one tip, not one
Only
sip,
God.
nothing.
Only God.
He is so
Only
faithful,
God.
'cause we had 6 months now, right?
What?
We had 6 months.
Girl, I'm a year and a half. I wish I was 6 months again.
Year and a
You
half.
made a year. I
Yes,
don't know. I'm
indeed.
gonna count 6 months.
500 days almost.
Come
Oh,
on, God.
days.
Lord Jesus, yeah. We're going to see how far this is.
Let's figure this out.
Because we remember we came through May, summer, prayed. What was it, April?
I had 40 some days.
Yep, we prayed.
Let me see.
You know,
At the gas station.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
prayed at the gas station. He had one slip up, and then after that, he never.
Yeah, this one.
And it was like April something. What was it?
I'm going to give it to you. They give it to you for sure. Yeah, April
Yeah.
30th.
Yeah. Okay. I think I just remember.
423 days.
423 days ago.
Yeah. I remember we came in and we prayed, and I don't know.
So they can see 423 days.
Yeah.
60 weeks. And I couldn't do it without God. I've tried it for 40 years.
Right.
My God.
Now, and I want to say something today before we move on to the next question. Because we definitely want to get on to this segment. But one of the things that I also wanted to say was now the whole time that our family had gone through all of this, Tina is the only one. Tina is the only one who's seen you at your worst. Because out of all those years, now I don't know my baby sister or whatever, I've never seen him. I've never seen. Anytime he went on a bench or anytime he did, the destruction for us was the disappearance, not being the uncertainty, not able being, you can't count on him. And all those kind of things, like, and what comes with addiction, all those other issues. But like to see him at his worst, we never saw that. He would never be around any of us. So out of all those years, I just knew I had a brother, but I mean, I don't know him. So even on this journey, I remember when we reconnected this time, I told you, I really did not want the phone call. I really didn't want to get close because I don't know you, and I didn't trust you. And so one thing I remember telling him after that was like, God told me this time is different. And so I started accepting his phone calls. Like, cause we have this thing, it's weird. We can do wrong, we could be mad, and we'll call each other and talk like nothing ever happened. And so here it is, and I had done that for so many years. I've done this so many years that if he's in trouble, he's going through, I'm gonna put my stuff aside and I'm gonna encourage him. Well, at this point, now, after Mama passing, I was like, we don't really have to talk to each other anymore because the only thing that we had in common, she's gone. So I just feel like, I mean, what's the point of blood? Blood don't mean nothing. So we didn't have to connect anymore. But God told me, He said, this time is different. And so slowly I would sit on the phone with him and let him talk, and we would talk like nothing would ever happen. And I would just be so distrustful, like he ain't never got to call me again. I ain't gonna call him either. But he was still called, and I listened to God. But what about that? But it had to be something in you, because God, it was like God gave me confirmation to say, no, don't shut the door on him. This time is going to be different. And I heard it, and I remember telling you, but what when you made you know this time is different? Like, was there a moment when you just knew this time is different?
For all those years that I say it was as sincere as I could be at that time. I wanted to not experience the consequences of addiction, but I didn't want to not be high.
Mm.
I didn't know that a sober life had any value.
Mm.
Honestly,
Yes, I do.
I felt that sobriety was a punishment.
Mm.
The only times that I have ever had to be sober was when I was being punished.
Incarceration.
Wow.
Probation,
Yeah.
parole,
Yeah.
incarceration.
Okay.
So freedom to me was a usage.
Yeah.
In order to be whole, my own man, do what as we say, quote unquote, what I want to do. A part of what I thought I wanted to do was be high.
Mm.
If given a choice, sober or high, I thought that anybody with any sense would always choose high.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sober for what?
Yeah.
Until you get a glimpse of what life can be like sober.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once you start to experience some of the rewards of accountability,
Yeah.
some of the rewards of being responsible and being dependable and being a father and a husband. I've been in those two roles.
And a big brother.
And a big brother. I've been in those.
We allow you to do that.
Right. I've been in those roles for, I don't want to call you age, that many years.
I've been beautiful 55 years.
I've been her big brother for 55 years, but I've been in a big brother's way.
Mm.
I've been a husband to my wife 37 years, but I've been in a real husband's way.
Mm.
My son, about to be 36, I've been in a real father's way. For all of those numbers, if you subtract 2, that's how many years I was just in the way.
Mm.
But since this change has come, now I'm beginning to see the reward. I just was, before y'all came, I was just helping my son set up small things. It's the small things.
Mm-hmm.
I was just helping my son set up a tent for my grandson's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
And we were pulling on the tent, and it's a person on each corner. It's the small things. And I said, hey, man, let's just fold this one up. I got one at the store. Just put this one to the side. And the other guy said, no, we can fix it. And my son turned and said, it's whatever he said.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
That's
no, my
power.
daddy said, put it over there. It's whatever he said. That's a reward
Yeah.
of sober life for your child to say, whatever
my
he
daddy
said.
say.
Whatever my daddy said.
My daddy say.
That's powerful. That's
Whatever
powerful.
he said.
Whatever
Daddy
he said.
said.
And to see y'all relationship now,
Mm-hmm.
and then just like we were talking the other day, and you were saying, this is a moment in our life that mama will be proud of.
All of her children. Yes.
Because basically I was the favorite, so it was just me.
It was the favorite.
I was not the favorite. I was not the favorite. No matter what he did, Edward James. It's not Edward James.
Edward.
It's
One word.
James. So if we say Edward James, I'm just being professional. It's Edward. Edward James.
Edward James. All one
Edward
word.
James.
So,
However, You know, as you think about your life of sobriety, I'm an addiction specialist. That's what I do, my profession. And so I talk to people with addictions and going through recovery all the time. And so we talk about some of the things that are non-negotiable when you get to that place of recovery, trying to work through sobriety. So there's certain things that you have to be non-negotiable.
Right.
In your life. You just have to be. What are some of the non-negotiables? What are the 5 non-negotiables in your life at this time? Because you say, for my sobriety, these are non-negotiables.
Okay. That list is, I don't know if I got 5, but I got some.
Give me some.
One is adultery.
Okay.
What you do in any area, you wind up doing it every area.
Yes.
I spent all of my years of addiction with illicit outside mess.
Outside mess. Mm-hmm.
If I let the drugs be a thing of the past, I have to let everything attached with it become a thing of the past. It's a saying that they have, if the dope don't get you, the lifestyle will.
Yes.
So I will not be drawn back by my own lust.
Yes.
So I absolutely control my libido, if you will.
Yes.
I keep myself in sexual check.
That's good.
Another one is idle conversations.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you about what we did or what they're doing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That
conversation. Yeah. That's how. A lot of people take that too lightly.
And another one is that I have learned to help people, like Mama used to say with a long handle spoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll help you get a ride before I give you one.
Yes.
Right.
That's good. I like that. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I don't need you here to help you.
That's right.
I don't have to put you in my vehicle. I just don't need the nearness.
That's true.
Because familiar spirits.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Familiar spirits are so. I had a situation where my boundaries. This was early on in my recovery.
I remember talking about that.
Somebody called me and asked me to loan them some money to help get a bus ticket back to Georgia. All of the devil's bad endings start with good intentions. So I told this person, I say, when I bring you this money, I can't be around no drugs. They assured me that there was nothing there.
Of course.
So when I pulled up and knocked on the door and walked in, to make a long story short, there was an actual drug party.
Woo! I remember calling.
And my first thought was, can I get away with it?
Woo!
I got to be passive, really, really passive in my spirit to be dishonest. My first thought was not, let me get out of here. My first thought was, can I do this one time and get away with it? But thank God for self-honesty. My answer was, oh, no.
Right. That's it.
And I got out of there.
Yeah.
And that's as close as I have ever come to relapsing, to going backwards. So there is boundaries.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
One of the other keys, going back to the 5 non-negotiables, is humility.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you always said that.
My little rhyme time is humility, and this is the truth. It's an absolute key to my stability. If I don't stay humble, I'm gonna talk. Because I have to remember that the good stuff that we're about to talk about that has happened in my life is him and not me.
Yes, yeah.
At my very best, I don't want to rhyme no more, but I was a mess.
He is a mini Jesse Jackson. He gonna run around there.
I know that things are occurring and have occurred in my life that it's impossible for me to have done.
Right, right,
Right.
yeah.
So, yeah, humility, sexual control, helping people without letting them hurt me
Yeah. Yeah.
or put myself in a position to be hurt. Those are the keys to mine,
Yeah. Yeah.
the non-negotiables.
Yeah. And so as we get ready to wind down this almost to the last segment, as we get ready, we're gonna kind of lead into here we are. We walked through how it started. We walked through some of the struggles and the things that we dealt with family. But now we are sitting here in your restaurant.
In your restaurant. Good brother.
Seafood.
Hallelujah.
We are sitting in your restaurant that started with you on outside on the street selling seafood, and now you are in a building. You are now employing people and
Buying the building.
oh, you are buying the building.
Absolutely.
Because I know at first
Ain't no rent, it's mortgage.
Come on now, because at first it started off with you just leasing a parking lot. You wouldn't even try to get in the building.
Right.
You was just let me see if I can lease the parking lot. And next thing you know, you called me back and you was like, oh, we gonna have a building. And so now, no, it was leasing the building.
Leasing.
So now you buy. Look at it, all these guys. So let's talk about that.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Dale.
I turned down this street right here for 40 years, going right back here to God's Road. You could not have began to tell me that me and my wife would own this corner.